Welcome to Wild Trout Man, featuring the art, science, adventure, and zen experience of fly fishing. Long live cold, clean water. Long live wild trout. Please help preserve this precious natural resource, and please subscribe to support the channel. Thank you, and enjoy this episode from Wild Trout Man.
Welcome to Wild Trout Man. Cold, clean, and pristine. That's what we like, especially when it comes to our water. I want to send a thank you out to my subscribers. Just hit 1,700, so that's really cool and very much appreciated. So we're out on a nice wintry day here in Pennsylvania. It's cold, it's windy, it's gonna be a little tough, but we got sun, so that's huge. And after some native brookies, as always, and maybe I might pick up a wild brown as well. Anything will be nice in these conditions. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy the ride. As always, thank you for your support. And I'll say it right from the beginning, protect our waters and this habitat, which is just critical for the survival and for these fish to thrive. You know, not just survive, but we need them to thrive and propagate. So, welcome to the show. Here we go. Got a fresh tapestry of snow here, extremely beautiful, and going through a little hemlock forest here as well. So that's always special when it comes to these trout streams. Gotta like that blue sky. I was out yesterday during the snowstorm. Right after it, it was cold, cloudy. Caught some trout, but not as well as what I expected to do. So I have my hopes up here that we'll get into something, but I don't think we're gonna light things up, but that's all right. Tough conditions here. And look at this beautiful water. This is a stream I have fished before, and I'm trying to get to up to an area that I haven't fished. See what it's like, and I always love that exploring aspect. And when it comes to these Class A streams, don't ask, because I won't tell. These streams need to be protected. You know, I can't spot burn this stuff. You know, the destination streams, you could broadcast those as much as you want, but these, we can't have a horde of guys. You know, we gotta spread everybody out. So get your map, do the exploration. That is so much the beauty of this, is exploring and finding these things on your own. That's what I love doing anyway. Oh yeah, this is looking really nice. Wow. I'm not sure if I fished this spot. Cool. I see a great vantage point for putting a camera up here. If I could pull a trout out of this hole, that would be nice. Look at this hole. Wow. Look at that. Jeez. Oh man. Wow. I fished a lot of this stream, but I have not fished here. And this long, deep run into a pool, boy, it looks to be six feet deep, maybe more. Yowza, that is awesome. Woohoo! I see a trout right out from the white rock, halfway out, all the way down the bottom in the lighter shaded area. Right in here, I see a trout down there. Got my polarized sunglasses. Yeah, look at that. Wow, good size too. 12-13 inches. It's That's a nice wild fish right there. Ooh, I think I see another one too. Oh my gosh. Looks like he's feeding as well. The trout's moving. This one's right at the tip of the lit area, the lighter shaded area right here. There's a trout right there. I don't know if you can see my camera. I love this maxima, especially for brookie streams. It doesn't twist like the fluorocarbon, so that's really nice. When it doesn't twist, it's a little more stiff. If I'm doing a dry dropper, it's much less likely to tangle. So yeah, some nice, I got some 3-pound Maxima Chameleon, which I'm going to add on here now. I got a 9-foot leader tied up by my buddy Paul. you can see some of Paul's work on the what a day video. Big monster rainbows that we're pulling out with him and my buddy Mike. Very cool. Always wet that line. Make sure your knot is solid, because like I always say, all the work it takes to get here, to find the time, make the perfect cast, perfect fly, perfect drift, a hungry trout, and if you don't have a good knot and that line snaps, it's all for naught. Even though it's wonderful to be out here, but even still, make every step count. I'd go with 4-pound Maxima, but the water's so crystal clear, I'm putting on 3-pound here. I think I'm gonna have to go cast from the opposite side. Can't fish from up here. It's too deep right offshore here. I think the opposite side is gonna be the way to fish this. I have to come back and get the camera over here. Might go with that big yellow stone. That thing's really been working. That's why it's great to explore and find some new, even though it's a stream I fish, and just going to a different section I haven't fished before. I always love doing that and exploring some new water. And this hole is magnificent. I come and swim here in the summertime. Oh, my leader is. I definitely got. I use this. This is great for straightening out your leader. I did it once already, but it's still pretty twisted. So let's give it another shot here. Don't like pulling it too tight because you want some flexibility in that line. Don't want to straighten it too much because you get a big fish. You want that ability of that line to absorb the shock. It's a Yellowstone kind of day, I think. Beauteous. Little rubber leg action. Great profile. I've been having great success with this fly. Doing it like a modified tight line nymphing. I do swing it on a drift as well, using no strike indicator. And that has been working really well, fishing that style. Might be a little difficult to get a good float. It's through there where that fish was, because the current is a little bit slow. So we'll see what we could get that fly to be moving through there naturally, and to be able to detect the strike. Nice, beautiful knot there. Just clip off that nub. Love these guys. Scissors, pinchers, use them constantly. It's one of the few things that hangs on my vest. There we go. Right. Just make it happen. This stonefly may work better in the faster water here. I get a better, truer drift and float. The style of fishing I'm going to do right now. So. That's why God give you a butt. For sliding down there. Oh, this is sweet. I feel like I'm out west. icing up already here. Oh, wow. Just had a hit. Missed him. That was a good fish. All right, let's give him a rest. Come back up here. I thought I spooked him. That was a big long drift when he came and hit. There he is. Nice. Looks like a brookie. Wow. Wow. Look at that prize. How about that? Big old native brook trout. Look at the size of this beast. Look at that fish. Look at that specimen. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Gorgeous. On the stonefly. Just barely in its mouth there. How about that? How about that? That's a Wild Trout Man moment. Wow. On that big yellow stonefly. Flies out already. Wow. Just popped right out. Look at that gorgeous, amazing, beautiful fish. Pennsylvania's finest. We gotta protect our brook trout. Look at that. Wow. You'd rather catch a native specimen that gorgeous. Look at the fins and the eye and the spot pattern. You got that white area on the front of their fin. In front of each fin you see the white. That absolutely designates a brook trout, a char, our native species. Look at him. Stunningly beautiful. Wow. That's a net full of native brookie. Look at that fish. Oh, vermiculated pattern on it. That worm-like pattern on its back. That's a stunning fish. Oh my gosh, how about that absolutely magnificent, stunning native brook trout? Wow. Okay, I gotta remember to get a measurement on this fish. It's a foot. That's it, yeah, at least 12, maybe 13 inches. Go 12. fishermen, we always like to stretch it an inch or two. But I got to measure this because that's a magnificent brookie. Rare. You don't catch a whole bunch. 5 and 6 inchers, you get a bunch of them. To get this size, the water has to be fabulous, extremely clean water with great habitat and lots of macroinvertebrates, which reminds me, I got to take, as I was netting the fish, taking it to shore to take a look at it, I saw a whole bunch of stick caddis on one of the flat rocks there. So that's the key. That stuff doesn't live in water that isn't pristine. So muy importante, make sure our water stays clean and protect these watersheds, protect these headwaters. We could have magnificent fish like this everywhere. We stock fish. You can't stock Class A streams, even though the natural reproduction streams. Hold and stock fish for the marginal waters, but we also got to protect, downstream, upstream from these watersheds, because these fish migrate, and the only way they can get this size is to move where there's food. They got to move to where the water's cold in the summertime. You got ice outs in the winter, and all kinds of things where these fish don't just stay in one spot. So our wild brown trout have protection right now. We need to get some protection for these native brookies as well. This is one magnificent fish. On the big stonefly, I had a really big, nice strike prior to this. I gave it a rest. I came back up and fished the faster water, then went back down, and just on a long, slow drift, wham! He came in and just ate that big old yellow stonefly. So, wow. First fish of the day, that's pretty cool. A lot of times it's the last fish of the day, but I tell you, pick up a beauty like this. Man, good moments. Wild Trout Man moments. Really special stuff. Let's get this guy back to his home. This magnificent fish. How about that for a wintertime brookie? Magnificent. Absolutely special native Pennsylvania trout. Just a work of art. Mother's Nature work of art on a glorious winter day with stunningly blue sky. Look at this. How about that? Just picture perfect. It's a little chilly, a little nippy. My hand's a little cold right now, but one happy wild trout, man. Yeah. Wow. Everything else is just gravy and icy on the cake and a big old cherry on top after that, baby. A 14-inch brookie is an absolute total prize and such a rarity to find anymore. Oh crap, I forgot to measure the fish. Darn. Alright, hopefully we can figure out with the net and everything, with the photographs and the video as to, hopefully we can find out with the video as to the length of that fish. Darn. That was a big brookie, should have measured him. And I always forget to do that. I just love catching them. But there's reports in the 1800s where you'd go home with a bushel basket of these things. There was no limit. The limit was 50 brook trout. Go home with a bushel, stick them in your pockets. Oh my God, we abused the resource, abused the water. You don't get brookies like this, not often. So let's protect our waters and get this back to where it once was. And then you don't need to stock fish. And then we got big wild browns everywhere. Let's get big native brookies as well. This is magnificent. That's a prize on that Yellowstone. So cool. Hey Paul, that's with your leader too. With your 9-foot leader, added about 14 inches of 3 maxima to that 9-foot leader. Nice. And that was on a long, slow drift. Both hits were. That's about where I spotted the fish from the other side, and maybe a little bit further downstream, perhaps. I did see another one out there as well. I did have 2 hits, and both were smashes when they hit. So maybe it was the same one twice. I don't know, but let's make another cast. Look at those stick caddis. Lots of stick caddis here. These are all stick caddis. That'll get a brookie big. Stick caddis. Open that up, that's a caddis house. Open that up, there's a caddis inside. If I hold them here long enough, they'll start moving. Beautiful. The wonders of nature. How about that? Everything, it's all one big relationship of everything working together. You take out one species and bam, and another one is having a rough go, and you know that's how you lose species. You take out one, another one goes down. You know, it's all interconnected. Long drift like this when that fish hit. Oh gosh, just had another hit. Wow. Oh my gosh. All right, let's give it a break. Oh no. Reel's getting frozen. All right, let's head upstream. Got some great rock formations and ledges here. Really nice water. Wow. I love exploring, finding new water like this. Wow. Really cool. This is the kind of water that usually works pretty good for doing the type of drifting of a stonefly I got on here. Get a nice solid drift. But the fish may not be hanging out in this type of current. They're probably off on that far seam, laying in the slower water. What I do is I just work my way out. Each cast get a little further. A little hard to get a true float, especially in that slower water on the opposite side where fish are probably going to be, instead of in the faster water when it's so cold it's too much energy to expend. Wow, it's nippy out when that wind blows. All right, it's time to move on. Getting all iced up. I've never used chapstick on this, but I've heard guys that will put chapstick on. It's something you have to keep applying. Definitely have to be careful around these eyes, not to tweak it the wrong direction. Let's hear that awful sounding pop. Like you just broke into the rod. Alright, this looks pretty promising up here. Look at that. Magnificent. Let's see if it works some magic here. So the best part of this run is probably right here, and I've been sticking my rod tip over that, probably spooking the fish. I was originally looking up here, but as I come in, the deeper run, you could see the bottom. You got that flat rock and some nice cover with some boulders right down there. That's the deepest part. That's the deepest part. It looks slow enough right now where a trout could be lying down there and feeding. Too fast up in these other areas, kind of slow to get my drift. It's almost like a back current there. So the best holding spot for me to catch a trout was probably here, and I probably spooked anything that's there because I came over with my rod tip and you just got that over you know, the fish will see that. That's all you need to spook them. Constantly freezing up here. When you catch one beautiful fish like I did, it makes the whole rest of the day much more enjoyable and less frustrating with all the different issues that happen. Like this. Oh my god. It was just all iced up as well. You gotta be careful when ice forms under your boot and then you step on a rock. Man, it's like an ice skate. Gotta make sure that ice gets off before you step on those wet rocks. This looks like it's all ripped up from flooding right here. Just you know, a whole lot of nothing there. Maybe some nymph production in those riffles and fast waters. They could have some nice stoneflies and mayflies under the rocks there in that nice air oxygenated water. But you know, no fish, nothing happening there. It's just too wide, it's too ripped up. And no tree cover, so that's not good in the summertime because the sun was going to beat on there and just bake it. Nice dry fly water. Not the perfect type of nymphing water though. I saw one black stonefly out yesterday, a little early black stonefly. Just that one. There might be something laying out there, but it's more like spinner water, you know, or dry fly. Not the best nymphing water. I guess a dry dropper would work pretty good here actually, but I got this big stone on. It's not conducive to these waters, but we're getting deeper as we go up. So here, you know, read the water. We got this. What I'm fishing right now, this section wasn't going to work with this beat it stonefly. Too slow, not moving fast enough. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get the drift there needed. A dry fly would work great. A dry dropper would work great in here. I don't know if the fish would be in this open, slower water here. Perhaps, I don't know. But you got some deeper water here. You got the run coming in up against the ledge over there, once against the rock ledge. Definitely a feeding lane there, okay? Especially in the summertime. They would love that oxygenated water right there. But for today, you know, they may be laying more in this slower, deeper water right here if I could get a decent drift coming in there. So I don't want to fish it from shore. I want to come into the water and fish it upstream so I don't spook them. They see you, it's over. This big stonefly does splat the water pretty good, especially if it's a slower run like this. I do have room to cast. Woohoo! Get a nice cast out there. And you got to strip line in as that fly's coming in. Otherwise you will not know if you got a strike. So you're keeping a tight line, but still letting it drift natural. And just watching. My strike indicator is my fly line. If I see that fly line stop, pull out, go left or right, oh, I think I was on bottom. Or do something like that. Yikes. That was a nice adrenaline rush there. All right, nice long cast. Got to strip line in quickly so I can feel the strike or see it. I think I'm hitting bottom there. So slowly work my way up. I gotta take a picture here. This is picture worthy here. Let me show you that picture. There you go. How about that photograph? This is just a gorgeous area here. And I love my little phone wire. My little tether cord here is nice for saving the phone from dropping in the water, which has happened on a number of occasions. Oh, see, it's more shallow there. It's deeper right in this area here. Hopefully I could get my fly undone there. I'm standing in the deepest section right now, darn it. It looks more shallow as I go up. So right here would have been the spot to float that fly through that I'm standing in right now. It's up to my thighs, and it looks more shallow up here. That was a nice cast. Let's get a good drift. Let's see if we get anything to strike. Oh, yeah, my fly is just sinking too fast. Not enough current here. Every fly isn't made for every situation in the creek. So I love that bead, but it's just too much here. Oh, see, that's really nice water. That's really, really nice right there. Oh, I see a stick. I think I'm stuck on a stick out there. Oh, really nice deep run here. Good looking water, but just didn't work out. It's a cold day here. Got that nice big native brookie, and luckily you're always able to relax after you get one nice big fish like that. Any fish to get you on the board. No matter how many, if it's 1,000th time you've been fishing, get that first one on the board, you can relax and chill and just really enjoy the spectacular work of art here. Look at that magnificent tree right there in the blue sky. So beautiful. Looks like a nice run right here. So fishing like this, as soon as you'll instantly know when a fish takes it, because your line's floating down towards you, and as soon as that fly line stops, makes a movement, changes direction, that's my strike indicator. Everything's floating down at the same speed here, so it's really nice. This is how I really enjoy fishing flies like this. I mean, because I enjoy it because it works really well. This is the type of water where this stonefly works really well. Well, it's really hard casting with everything frozen. Water is crystal clear. Look at this. Perfect cast. Keep stripping in. Come on. Can't catch it with a leaf. Ooh, thought that was a hit. And you need precision casts. It's not getting precision. I'm not getting precision casts with everything frozen and this big old stonefly on there. It's about as hard as you can get. Trying to accurately pinpoint this. This is my kind of water right here. This is Wild Trout Man water right here. Not a good first cast. And I'm stuck. I was lucky to get that out. That's a good cast. Ooh, I think I had bottom. Look how nice it is right here. That's a nice little spot. It's gonna be knee deep. That's perfect. Oh, really nice run. Knee deep here. These Orvis guide waders are just wonderful. I am really rough on equipment. Waders at the top of the notch there with this Wild Trout Man stuff in the, always kneeling down and sometimes crawling into spots and sliding down banks and all kinds of stuff. And boy, they've been holding up really well. All right, gotta do some tree climbing. Speaking of how wonderful my boots are, and going through all these pickers. Good way to puncture a hole in them. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That's just magnificent. I'm a lucky guy to be out here to experience this. Just tremendous, exquisite beauty. Breathtaking. Look at how phenomenally gorgeous that is. And of course, pictures don't even do it justice. I got 360 degrees of this here. Phenomenal. Just want to etch this view in my mind and never ever forget it. If only I could be so lucky. Enchanted magical snow forest. Oh, look at that. I'm sure there's a brookie there. There's a brookie over here too. Enticing them to my fly is the key. See, this is perfect dry dropper weather. This is perfect dry dropper water. It's not deep, it's not fast. It's not good for a big old stonefly to drop it in there. You're not going to get a good float. This is for more deeper, faster runs, which that's what I was on yesterday. Deeper, faster runs. And I was doing the dry dropper. And now I know for this section with water, this depth right here. I should just change flies and put something smaller on to get a better drift. But let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. First cast in the tree. I put that hole down. Gorgeous. So yeah, you read the water. What do we got here? Oh, look how stunning that is. Oh my God. Just breathtaking. So yeah, you're reading the water. This stuff off to this, where I just walked in. Too shallow, nothing happening there. Too shallow downstream right there. Too shallow right there, except by the tree. But boom, right under the tree, you got cover, you have undercut, and you got depth. That's the spot. That holds trout. That's what you want to look for. That's how you want to read the water. Place your fly at the head of that run, right under the tree, just above it, and have it float down through there. That's that was the plan until this tree came out and grabbed my fly. And practice your casting. You need precision casting, which today it's tough doing that, but just do the best you can. So coming up here, water's a little higher. That would be nice. It's a little too shallow right now. You got cover, but you don't have depth. I gotta take a shot of this. It's picture time. Smile, Mother Nature. Oh man, look at that. Kaboom. Yeah, this is nice. Look at perfect, nice smooth flow right there. That's a dry fly with a little nymph on it. I just don't feel like retying at this moment. My hands are cold. And if I didn't catch a fish, I'd probably switch over. But I caught that one beauty, so I'm just enjoying the moments here. And, oh, so look at this. You know, I got that big splash. Every fish just went flying. You know, it's just, you can't do that in these more placid pools to have a big kerplunk. Yeah. Maybe they're used to snow falling in the water right now, but so this would have been perfect. Nice cast, nice easy cast. Don't splat the water with your dry dropper. This would be the spot for that. You only get so many casts, so you got to make them perfect. Trying to get right next to the trunk on the right there. Oh, there we go. So where's the spot? You know, boom. Where's the spot? It's right down where I wanted to get my fly. Right next to the log, right at the beginning of the log. You can see how deeper it is there. There's some structure down there, some trees and some limbs. Fabulous habitat for a trout to feel safe and secure and to be able to feed, come out, grab a nymph, get back under his cover. That's a wonderful lie right there for a trout. All right, we'll get him next time. Crawl over some trees here. This looks really nice right here. Oh, good cast. Certainly a nice holding spot right here. Just kind of try and do a little pendulum cast in there. These fish must really be hunkered down under the logs. There's lots of little brookies here. So I'm wondering, you know, I know my fly is big, but that's how they grow. I wonder where they are, what they're doing. All right, I'm gonna call it quits here. Just an absolute glorious day in Penn's Woods. Stunning, beautiful scenery. Stunning, beautiful native brookie. What a wonderful native. What size, what beauty, what coloration, what spot pattern. It's a real treat for me. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. I worked my way further upstream, doing some more exploring and checking out the scenery and casting some more flies. The only action I did have was in that long, deep run where I started, and I was able to relax and just taking the scenery and make some casts and float my big yellow stone. But not much further action, but just magnificent to be here. So wonderful, so beautiful, and just another amazing day to be alive and to take in this stunning, stunning beauty that we have here. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And until next time, Wild Trout Man. All this ice on the bottom of my boot. Shoot. Wow. I just wiped out with all this ice on my boot. Man down. Oh, trout man down. I'm okay. I think my rod is okay. I think the GoPro's okay. Oh, I do have my emergency tent, sleeping bag, some rations, my whistle, my lighter, my fire starter. Oh man, my boots are just ice. Oh man, I can't climb Everest like this. Whew. Survived the tail to tail. Yeah, trying to take in the beauty. Now I'm wiping out. My camera that has a really good image stabilization. That battery's dead. And I'm not changing it now. So this is where we started, right there. Boom. That's right. Saw a fish, caught a fish. Fish, bluefish. Native brookie fish. Amazing native brookie. There's the advantage right there. I hope we're still seeing swimming down there. Easier to see when the sun was down there. Oh, I saw. Oh, wait. That thing's moving, I think. It's right in the same spot. Right in the lighter area. You got that rock that's parallel with the flow of the current. Straight rock going down right in front of that. That's where I saw the fish previously. I don't know if that big thing is moving in front of it. That's that would be like a 16-inch fish. Hard to tell. He's down for the count right now for this. It's just it's gotten cold and windy and things are shutting down, including me. All right, moving out. Oh, we go.